I think that I am the writer I am largely because of college. I mean, college is where I got my education. The most vital part of my education, well, it's debatable what's the most vital part, but certainly a vital part was reading other writers and seeing what they had done with writing. And I learned all that in college. That's where I learned to really read from professors at San Francisco State that opened up the text for me of book after book. And I came alive in that environment creatively. I was quiet in class. I didn't say much, but I came alive in an interior way. And when I was majoring in creative writing, when I was getting a master's in creative writing at San Francisco State, the literature classes were the most stimulating classes for me. But I certainly don't think that the college environment there, when I was there, stifled writers. The most stifling thing was that pedestrian realism was considered the highest form of literary art. And for a writer like me that wanted to write stories with vampires or witches or highly romantic constructs, that was a bit stifling. But that wasn't the fault of the university. That was the fault of the times. I mean, the people that won the awards, the people that got the accolades in the New York Times, they were writing pedestrian realism. They were writing novels about middle-class people, middle-class problems, quiet desperation, small solutions, and so forth and so on. They were not tackling big themes in fiction, except insofar as every theme is a big theme, you know, or the theme of how one survives is a big theme. But I found that the creative writing program encouraged me. I mean, it gave me a place in the curriculum to be a writer. And I got something out of the workshops. I got something out of listening to other people's work being read and hearing comments and so forth and so on. And my own work was very well received in the workshops, even though it was off the wall. It was completely mad, you know, and yet people responded to the narrative drive and they gave me good feedback on the work. So I would not say universities stifle writers. Any institution can stifle you. Any institution can become the antithesis of what it's supposed to be. I think Robert Graves said that universities are hostile to geniuses, and that when you make an institution or an institution, basically you're going to start being hostile to the very thing that caused your creation. For example, it's said famously that monasteries hate saints. You know, so there's some truth in that, but I certainly didn't find it to be a stifling environment.